Raising kids is no easy feat. It's like a full-time job. And hey, speaking of feats, has anyone heard literally anything from Pitbull in like 5 years? Parents have a very difficult time with kids at times, and sometimes they snap. Not like go on, you snap. Like they hit the rocker and went crazy. Today, we present to you, alongside the free V-Bucks we've cleverly hidden in the video, as well as all of our uploads for the month of December, the top 5 parents gone crazy over Fortnite. Let's hop right in. Number 5. Kid buys 16,000 V-Bucks on Fortnite with dad's credit card. Imagine you're a parent and you come home one day to find your kid playing Fortnite. Just the usual thing, you know, but when you don't know where your credit card is and you check your phone and there's tons and tons of purchases from your card on it, guess what? Fortnite. It might be time to daddy up. And this parent goes ballistic when this kid does this exact thing to him.
Namdi, I got a notification on my phone that somebody used my card to buy a Fortnite.
To give context, this guy is a YouTuber, and as a quote-unquote prank, he decides to steal his dad's credit card and go onto Fortnite to buy over 16,000 V-Bucks. That's a lot of V-Bucks. So he goes onto the game and immediately buys the most expensive bundle in the entire store after taking the card from his dad's wallet. Then he goes and buys yet another bundle, which is almost 3,000 V-Bucks. While waiting for his dad to get home, he goes onto the battle pass and buys the entire thing while dancing about in excitement. Apparently 4 hours later, his dad finally comes home and his reaction is just everything. I mean, he's just speechless, and he comes in and asks the son if it was him, until he eventually sees his own credit card on the kid's desk and immediately realizes that he's caught him red-handed.
No, my card.
No, it was Ikena.
No,
This
is my card, Namdi. Why did you take my card? Give me the...
No.
Will you stop again? Will you stop it now? Will you stop it now before I'm gonna go mad? Yeah, are you joking? Just now. No. I don't want to hear.
It was Ikena. It was not me.
The son obviously can't keep a straight face in that situation. I mean, who would? Because the dad goes crazy and takes off the son's headphones and puts aside his controller. What's even better about this reaction is the way he accuses the son of stealing money from him by pointing his finger at him and repeating that it was him who uses the PS4 while the kid tries to blame it on his brother.
Using a PS4. You are the one using PS4. You are the one using PS4. Look at the notification now. Look at the notification here now.
Then he demands that he should put back the money in the card, even though we all know you can't refund V-Bucks in Fortnite. Fortunately, though, this is an actual prank on the dad and not a genuine kid stealing from his parents, as he ends up paying the dad back what he spent. It's still hilarious, nonetheless, to see that reaction. And the way the son switches from his over-the-top YouTuber attitude to a defensive, calm one once the dad gets angry is just amazing. Don't mess with your parents, or you might get the boy. Number 4, you're grounded. Fortnite gets kid in trouble. This next spot is captured during a match when a kid gets in trouble with his angry parents who have had just enough of him playing Fortnite 24/7.
Are you kidding me? Clean this place up. Everything. I want everything tip-top shape. Give me that
Alright, just leave the match. I don't want to hear this.
I'm so sick of you guys staring at computers and doing absolutely nothing else.
At first, it's hard to tell exactly what this mother is angry about because she's rambling on about how the kids are staring at their computers and she's sick of it. A lot of you Fortnite players out there probably watch this clip and think, wow, this mom is really, really annoying, and fair enough. But then it turns out that the kid had actually been told to get off Fortnite and instead went downstairs and hopped back on the game.
You said you were gonna do Alex. You took your computer and you brought it down here to play Fortnite?
The most hilarious part is when dad gets involved, and headphone users beware, this dude is loud.
He started up another freaking game. And get up there! Watch these two constantly like they're babies. Get up there and get your work done!
You seriously went down there and got back on?
Jake, come here now.
You have a death wish?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The mom mentions that the kid plays Fortnite all the time, especially before church, and then one of the teammates in the game says Fortnite is life in response to that.
I said you were done before church.
Yeah, but Fortnite is life. I don't understand.
You want all this stuff taken from you again? No.
It's a shame she couldn't hear the kid's friends, otherwise she'd be even more mad than she already was. I mean, how would you react if your cousin or your Fortnite buddy was being scolded by their parents when they're just trying to get a win in squads? I'd probably also make fun of the mom, but if I was the kid themselves, I would definitely not be arguing back, because man, is she angry at her son. These parents are more angry over Fortnite than even some of the worst Fortnite rage quitters. Eventually, the kid ends up getting grounded and his character in the game goes AFK for the entire match while his teammates carry on without him and say stuff about how strict his mom apparently definitely is. I mean, if his grades were being affected by Fortnite, then yes, you should cut the time he plays it. Legend has it that to this day, the kid is still AFK in Fortnite, and the screams of his dad telling him to get his work done can still be heard from over the horizon. But in number 3, we've got caught playing Fortnite in school. If there's one thing you 100% absolutely should just not do, it's skipping school to play Fortnite. Just don't do that, and because if you do, karma's coming your way. Especially in the way of this one kid on YouTube who skipped school for a day to play Fortnite, and the principal calls his parents and tells them what he did, so they decide to go pay him a visit early in the morning. They finish the call with the principal, and then the mom walks upstairs and angrily wakes up the kid who's barely even awake at this point. Then she tells the kid he's grounded, and he keeps denying that was him. Check this out.
You cut class and went and played Fortnite? No, I didn't. So she's lying to me. She's lying to me?
I didn't.
You're grounded.
What did I do?
I'm done.
I didn't.
Why would you do that? Why would you play Fortnite?
I didn't.
Why are you lying?
I didn't.
My favorite part is when the mom threatens to get his PS4, put it in the driveway, and run it over with a car.
I'm gonna get the, what is it, PS4. I'm gonna put it in my driveway, I'm running it over. This way we don't have to worry about you playing. And I'm canceling all your accounts, you're done.
What?
Because this whole Fortnite thing is an obsession. I'm sick of it.
He doesn't say a thing when she says that, but when she says she'll cancel his Fortnite account, he gets pretty mad and starts yelling at her. And the yelling commences. It's just back and forth at this point. Finally, the rage and arguing all comes to an end when the mother takes the kid's phone and walks away. If only the mom was dedicated enough to actually run over the kid's PS4, because I would pay money to see that video. If you're out there and skip school just to play the game, don't do that. It's your daily advice. And number 2, addicted 10-year-old kid gets grounded from playing Fortnite. This addicted 10-year-old gets the punishment of a lifetime while playing Fortnite with his older brother, Mind of Rez. In what is a pretty long video, we watch the kid and Rez play Fortnite together and try to get some games in as well as look at some skins in the item shop. After 20 or so minutes in the video, they get a victory royale on their first game and start celebrating and being super loud. Naturally, because of all the noise, we see the kid look off camera and he looks pretty frightened. It turns out that he's looking at his mom, who is sick of the yelling and apparently told him to get off of the game hours ago. And what happens next is absolutely hilarious.
Let's go! I just won animal level 77. Woo!
You've been grinding, Kaylin. You've been grinding. Let's go. Let's go.
Why are you yelling again? Why you always yelling? Why are you yelling?
Huh?
I'm playing Fortnite.
I told you not to play 3 hours ago. You were supposed to be done 3 hours ago.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was only playing one game.
You know what? You're not listening. You're grounded, okay? You're grounded. Turn that off, please, okay? And go to your room.
Bro, you never told me you had to get off, Kaylin. Bro, what are you slamming over there, bro? Bro, this kid just broke my other controller.
We don't get to see him actually throw the controller, but you definitely hear it, and trust me, that's the sound of a controller hitting something. We've all had our fair share of rage quits, where we've had enough and either wanted to or actually thrown their controller or something close to us. It's the main reason why Epic added the rage quit emote, so we can do it virtually rather than in real life. I don't know if it's funnier just hearing the controller being thrown, or if it would be even more hilarious if we saw it. I think it's better that we just hear the kid's rage, because our imagination can run freely then. At least his Fortnite skills are better than his hairline. And in at number 1, kid spends money on parents' credit card, and she's pretty mad. In our number 1 spot is another parent yelling at their son for using their credit card to buy Fortnite V-Bucks and other stuff like bundles. But this kid goes all out, and I'm not even his parent, and I want to ground him. Basically, this mom discovers on her computer that her kid has gone and spent $400 on Fortnite using her credit card. And naturally, she's extremely mad at him. The guy filming mentions how they also spent money on Fortnite merchandise, guidebook, accessories, and stuff like that. The mom storms in and starts asking him if he took her credit card and asked if the game he was playing was Fortnite. Then they started arguing about how the game is free, yet he somehow spent $400 of his mom's money on it. Watch this. It's hilarious.
Get out of my room!
Did you charge my credit card?
No, I didn't!
To play a video? What the fuck?
No, I didn't!
Fortnite.
What the hell? What kind of video game is this?
It's free! Free, yes!
Is that Fortnite?
You spent it on shirts. You spent it on a guidebook, guys. You spent it on. He spent it on characters inside the game.
I don't know. No, I didn't. It's my game.
Like no straight up.
It's free.
Turn that video game off. Turn it off.
No!
Turn that damn game off. Turn it off.
No! I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm about to win. I'm about to win.
I think my favorite part of this video is when she goes back to her computer and starts yelling at the kid who's still in his room to shut up. Then when the cameraman, who I guess is his brother, goes into his room, this brat starts telling him no one likes him, and then he gets eliminated on Fortnite. So naturally, he breaks into a rage.
You made me die! Good! You made me die! Good! You made me die! Good!
Stop crying.
What you gonna do?
I mean, the mom dealt with it less angrily than you think she would, considering this kid spent $400 on her credit card, lied about it, and then started screaming, crying over losing a match of Fortnite. But then again, she's pretty damn mad, but I understand it. If I was the cameraman, I would be laughing too hard to even hold the camera still, so fair play to him. But this mom and son joined forces to make the ultimate Fortnite rage meme, and that is something that hurts both my eyes and especially my ears. But hey, don't click off the video just yet, because you gotta check out our other video right over here. Boom! Check it out. You got 3 seconds to click this annotation before time runs out. 3, 2, 1. Just kidding. I wasn't kidding. Bye.